Anjali, are you ready?
Sir,
Huh?
yes, sir.
Yes.
Setting.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Hello. Good afternoon, Good morning to everyone. I share my screen. Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yes. Now you can
My screen
continue,
is
please. Yeah, it is visible. Please
okay.
continue. Yeah.
Okay. Um, a tale of a tub. A tale of a tub by Jonah. A tale of a tub. A tale of a tub by Jonathan Swift. The Jonathan Swift was born in 30 November 1667 in Dublin, the Ireland, to and a Irish father, the Jonathan Swift, and the English mother, the Abigail Herrick. He was an Anglo-Irish poet. He was an Anglo-Irish poet, writer, and the cleric who gained the reputation a great political writer and an essayist. The Jonathan Swift literary style. He was a consider. My sound is not a echo sound or not. My sound is properly or not.
Yes, yes, Anjali. Yes.
Okay, okay, I will continue. Jonathan Swift, a literary style. He was considered the Britain in the greatest satirist. The famous as he also famous is the Irish poet, the pamphleteer, and the satirist and wit. The education as a Trinity College. He also studied in a Trinity College, and he became achieved the literary fame and high standing in the church. He wanted to political career, but he never achieved it. He was a dream of St. Patrick, the cathedral in the Dublin, in 30 years. The considered the master of he considered a master of Hawthorne and the Javelin satire. He was also favorite literary weapons was the irony. He considered a master of the clear and the simple writing. The born in Ireland is an Irish patriot. The other trait means the characteristic. He is also known for his highly scatological and misogynist, the which I think is a less hated the woman and the more is a general dislike of stupidity and the grossness. True, he probably had some sexual hands up as do say today, and he's a representative of his work. A characteristic of a scatological poking fun at people. He also wrote about the fun. He also wrote about the people like a people's fun, like a tale of a tub. And third one, the sees the darker side. He also sees in characteristic. Also, he also sees in the darker side of in his satire. And the fourth, he is certainly not a cheerful writer. Here are one of the picture from the 1710, the cover of the fifth edition of the Tale of a Tub. This is a very typical pamphlet cover page. The next, the significance of the title. How is significant the Tale of a Tub title? The Jonathan Swift explained that is a derived from the Martian time tradition in which sailors when the threatened by a well would throw an empty tub to uh, divert from the attacking their ship. The symbolically and the well was Thomas Hobbes, the book Leviathan. Swift's tub is and instead of distract the hobbies and the other critique of the church and the government of picking holes in the weak point. Next, to introduction of the Tale of a Tub. The Tale of a Tub is a 1704 to Restoration period. The satire criticized the religion by Jonathan Swift. The Swift was one of the greatest satirists of all time. Tale discusses the three brothers and allegory of the three branches of the Western Christianity. The Peter is a symbol of the Roman Catholic Church. The second brother, the Jack, is a symbol of the Puritanism, and the third one, the Martin, is a symbol of the Church of England. Although the tale of these brothers seems to be in a focus of the piece, the digression often take over in a deliberate Swifton fashion. The more symbol of the telephone tub, the brothers have inherited three courts, which are the representing the religious practice. The second, from their father, the courts from their father, which are the representing the God. They have his will to guide them. These are the representing the Bible. A tale of a tub. The tale is approach the parody, which is the divided up into the sections of the digression and the tale. The first, the tale, the satirizing religious excess, and the digression, the series of the parodies of the contemporary within in literature, the politics, theology, biblical exegesis, and the medicine. The tales as allegory, the concern the three brothers, each represent one the primary branches of the Christianity in the West. The Peter represent the Church of a Roman Catholic Church. The Martin represent the Church of England and the Lutherans. The Jack represent the Protestant Church and the dissenters. I have a compare with the Bollywood Hindi movie, the old movie, the Amar Akbar Anthony. In movie, the three brothers, three brothers divided into in childhood time different religious. Here some of example. Amar Akbar Anthony is an Indian Hindi language masala film, which are released in the 27th May 1977. Directed in the produced by the Mohanlal Desai and written by the Kader Khan. Here the Tale of a Tub, the prose satire written by the Jonathan Swift, written between the 1696 to 1699 and published anonymously in 1704 and expanded in the 1710. The second point, the plot focuses on the three brothers who are separated in a childhood and adopted by the three families of a different faith: Hinduism, Islam, and the Christianity. In the other side, the plot focuses on the three brothers. They attempt to make their way in the world along with the various decoration interpretation throughout. The third point, they grow up to be a policeman. Qawwali means a singer in Islamic, and honor of the and the third one, the honor of the country liquor bar respectively. The other side, each brother represents one of the primary branches of the Christianity in the West. They are separated three different religions to stand for Roman Catholic, Protestant, and the Puritan. And the fourth, in the film, these three brothers role play in the Amitabh Bachchan, Vinod Khanna, and the Rishi Kapoor. In the other side, in the satire, there are the three brothers. Name are the Peter, Martin, and the Jack. Here some picture of the Amar Akbar Anthony and the other side of the three brothers in a Tale of a Tub. We clearly see that the one brother in Amar Akbar Anthony, in Hinduism, and other is Islam, and the other Amitabh Bachchan is Christianity. The lack of the at the last the lack of the unity. How we can see in the tale of a tub lack of a unity. Although the will say that the brothers are the forbidden from the making any changes to be their to be their courts. They do nearly nothing but to alter their courts from the start. The Peter upgrades his games with goldless shooter knots and the such tempting. The Martin removes the false ornamentation ornamentation from his without tearing the cloth, and Jack jealously tips his garment to shred the get rid of all ornaments. The allegory of the narrative is supposed to be an apology for the British Church. The first in the Martin the refused to alter its practice in accordance with with the Puritan. Puritan is a Jack. The demands represent the Jack, and the demands and its demands and continues restant allies with the Roman Church in the Peter. So thank you.
Yeah, keep your slides on. Show the previous slide.
Yes.
You have also not yet uploaded your PPT in Google Classroom. I just reminded that you do, but Bhargavi has not done. You have not done. Yeah. Okay, next.
Which?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a minute. Yeah. Next slide. Next one. Next, not previous. Next. Next. Okay. Next. Next. Okay. You. Okay. Next. Apart from these three brothers belonging to different sects of religion, and in another film belonging to religion, is there any other point of comparison?
Sir, not a proper comparison in the movie the Amar Akbar Anthony, but the very same in the three brothers are the like a opposite the different religions like a Christian, Islam, and the Hinduism.
Okay, that is there. But apart from that, any other point of comparison? Any other?
No, any other not, sir. Because Jonathan Swift here the poem significant like a critique on the the hobbies, the Leviathan books, books of the Leviathan. So and he talk about the compared to the well as a tub. And the previous time, like he talked about that the previous time, we saved the well in
okay. Okay. See. Okay. Fine. One of the purpose of comparison is also to see that two texts tell us something more about each other when we compare. One text helps us in reading something in a much deeper way in another text. That is, so if visibly something are comparable, how do we extend that comparison to understand the text in a better way? That is more important. So if you can read that also is a satire of a society of 20th century, like it was earlier of the 17th century or 18th, then it will be very significant. So you can look deeper or not, that becomes more important. Okay, you can stop sharing. And the other questions? Yes, Bhargavi is there. Bhargavi, you have to ask a question. Is Bhargavi? Yes,
Hello,
Bhavyam, you
sir.
can ask.
I am audible.
Yes, you are audible.
Okay. How you can see digression in a part of Tale of Tub?
Here, here we can see that the digression. Here we can just. Am I audible or not?
Yes, you
Yes,
are
you are
audible.
audible. Yeah, continue.
Here we can here in the Jonathan Swift's the tale of a tub, the digression. Digression means the character is tending apart, tending a depart from the subject and a tale of a tub enumerate the parody with a number of the with a number of smaller parodies within it. It is the driver to the it is a driver to the reader a little mad. That can type we can see the digression in a tale of a tub.
Okay, thank you, Anjali.
Hello, Anjali.
Yes,
Hello.
yes.
Hello.
Yeah, yes,
Hello.
continue, Bhargavi. We can listen you.
How can we see allergy represent about different religion?
In a here we can see that in a tale of a tub, the allegory of the three brothers, contemporary of the three brothers, they are the they can separated by the different religions. One of the Roman Catholic and the other the Protestant Catholic and the third one is the Church England represent to the Church of England, and that type of we allegory of the three brothers in a tale of a tub.
Okay. Yes, Anjali and Bhargavi.